Yeah, I told you we gon' take you to the top. Can't believe that Mr. Wonder Boy to flop. Ay, yeah, never moving shaky, but I pop.
All the way to the top. It's your boy, Underdog Crypto, aka Jay, here with another cryptocurrency video. It is time for the Wealth Analysis Research Series, WAR. And I'm going to give you a play-by-play, step-by-step analysis, more in-depth than anything you'll find anywhere on the World Wide Web. Now, so you can leverage this to your advantage, for those who may not have seen one of these series before, I want you to know this. Look in the time code below, and I have time coded in the description of this video every single aspect of this video, so you can skip through to the parts. But you're not going to want to skip anything, folks. Would you drive a car blindfolded? Even if you was a good driver, that doesn't mean it's a good thing to do, folks. And before you buy cryptocurrency, you absolutely need to know all you need to know about the project in depth. But within the first 5 minutes, I'm going to tell you about this project. Now, before I do that, folks, you know I got to give you my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. This here is not financial advice. It's for your educational purposes only. But if you so educate yourself and blow up your bank account, then you are welcome. But for those who don't know me, let me please introduce myself. Your boy, Underdog Crypto, is a certified digital currency investigator, a certified fraud examiner, certified in over 10 professional board certifications in cyber investigations and forensics, a master's degree in digital forensics. I'm a digital forensic scientist, currently pursuing my PhD in innovation and technology management with a specialization in information systems. And all that means, folks, is I take my time to investigate each and every project to provide you the best quality research possible to help you change your life. And folks, this video will help you do exactly that. Now, what are we talking about today, folks? We are talking about no other than Verasity, the hottest coin in cryptocurrency. Now, folks, right now you can stop the video if you wanted to. I just told you Verasity is the hottest coin in cryptocurrency, folks. But if you want to know more, let me give those a little bit more information for those who want to know. At the time in which this video was recorded, on June 12, 2021, Verasity was trading at .01455. That's a little bit over a penny. Previously, on April 10th, 2021, Verasity reached an all-time high of .05099. That is 5 cents. And that is you, folks. You see that star? That is you at the top. And look at where it came from, folks. Before the Bitcoin went down, Verasity has already shown in that April 10th, 2021, that it can go all the way to 5 cents. In fact, it did this before Telcoin went all the way up to 6 cents. Verasity did it all. Now, folks, I'm going to give you a visualization right now for Verasity so you can see what it's done in the first quarter. So check out this video right now. If you want to stop after you watch this next portion, then I just told you, Verasity. But I want you to see what it's been doing with its price action. Check this out, folks. That was Verasity, and you can see how it moved up and down from January through the first full quarter of this year, and you saw that all-time high. And before Bitcoin came down, Verasity was already showing you that it can go from 1/100th of a cent to all the way to 5 cents. That was some big moves it's made in a very short period of time. Now, folks, let me show you also that Verasity is currently on 15 exchanges. Now, you can't see all these exchanges, but your boy Underdog Crypto checked every single one. And you know what is missing, folks? It's missing Binance, but something's coming soon. But you're going to look deeper into this video if you want that information. So, folks, now we're going to go through Verasity. It's supercharged and ready. And I'm going to show you why you should look at Verasity. There you go right now, folks. If you want to stop right now, your boy in our crypto has told you. He's shown you the price action, showing you what it's done. You can stop right now. But for those who still want to go on this journey with me, I got a lot to show you, and you don't want to miss it. Check this out, folks. The W.A.R series. The Wealth Analysis Research Series for Verasity. This is the beginning, folks. Now, Verasity. If you was to sum up Verasity, you could sum it up by looking at Verasity TV, Verasity Wallet, or the W.A.R Wallet. You can look at the Verasity and the staking, and the Esports Fight Club. Now, Verasity is currently ranked 408 on CoinMarketCap, and the volume at the time of this video is somewhere between 24 million in volume. Now, folks, I'm going to go through this Verasity project, but I want you to see that this is a summary of what it does. Now, Verasity is a protocol and product layer platform for esports and video entertainment. Veracity's mission is to significantly increase engagement and advertising revenues for video publishers on any video platform. Now, check this out, folks. Look what it does. I'll put the stars right beside the summary of what Verasity does. You have VRA rewards. You got proprietary video player. You got proprietary ad stack. The proof of view. The proof of view, it talks about that as well, and the W.A.R wallet. Now, these are some of the things Verasity has, and a lot of people have talked about Verasity from that standpoint, but they're not going deep enough, folks. They're not giving you what you need to know that makes you decide if this is a project worth your investing. But I'm going to do that for you, folks. Check this out. Verasity TV. Rewards-based platform for esports, gaming, and video entertainment. Verasity provides proprietary technology uniquely rewarding gamers, viewers, and publishers. Verasity is a crypto-based platform with the VRA token that aims to revolutionize the online advertising business. With its innovative proof-of-view system, advertisers are able to guarantee their video ads are seen and not ignored, thanks to smart contracts on the Ethereum chain, while viewers are able to earn VRA simply by watching the content they already consume. Verasity has a focus on gaming publishers and esports. Now, if you've already noticed that, it already gave you two big reasons why. Not only has Verasity provided a way to help reduce ad fraud to get revenues for content creators, but also for you at home to make money doing what? Watching videos. And I'm going to go through that. Check this out, folks. The first platform to provide user-generated esports and prize pool tournaments supported by both fiat and digital tokens is Verasity. Video gaming content monetized by Verasity ad stack and proof of view. So that's two different things, Verasity ad stack and proof of view. It enables tokenized rewards as well as loyalty schemes within the video player, W.A.R wallet. Supports over 2 million video publishers with their SDK products and overlay on the videos to increase engagement and revenues by 35%. Now, how does that work, folks? Now, this is what they do. Verasity uses the POV or proof of view protocol and product layers and platform. There's three different things. They use VRA rewards, proprietary video player, proprietary ad stack, proof of view, and POV. Now, I want you to look at that, folks. Typically, when you see people talking about veracity, they talk about the proof of view. But they gave you 5 different ways that you can make money, and people can utilize veracity to make money. Now, ad stack is one way, proof of view, and the VR rewards. Now, there's a proprietarization of this. Now, check this out. How does it work? Number 1, buyers buy VRA. Game developers, influencers, publishers, and sponsors buy VRA. You can use a credit card and you can fund tournaments. These are the esports tournaments, which build value to their audiences and monetizes it. Number 2, publishers reward VRA to reach and engage potential users playing tournaments, subscribe to games, or viewing videos. Sponsors, game developers, and publishers buy VRA to reward their users. You are getting paid for watching these videos. Number 3, users earn VRA. Influencers, gamers, and viewers all can earn VRA from their activities online. Number 4, Veracity earns. Veracity earns a percentage from all the activities on tournaments, campaigns, ads, and sponsors. So the company of Veracity earns money by people utilizing their protocol. Number 5, stake VRA. VRA holders stake their VRA for daily rewards. The VRA staking program incentives the economy to hold VRA. And let me tell you, folks, I'm going to go about the VRA staking. And the VRA staking is absolutely wonderful. Folks, VRA staking, check this out. VRA staking program. Based on the staking program operating a full capacity throughout the calendar year 2021 and ignoring the timing of deposits and withdrawals, on March 2021, the staking is 25.55%, and that's going to be paid until December 2021. Now, if you look at that, how do you get that staking? How does it work for you to get incentivized as well? Now, the staking is one thing, but this is how the incentive works. When you see the trophy on Veracity's platform on the side of the video, it creates these rewards in your VAR wallet, and you will collect automatically these VRA tokens for watching the video. Now, you can earn VRA by watching content, videos, and ads on sites and publishers and creators you love. If you like your boy Underdog Crypto, and I put my cryptocurrency videos on Veracity's platform, and you watch the videos that you're already watching, then it gives you an incentive, and you can get paid VRA tokens. Content creators can get paid VR tokens. That's the beauty of Veracity, and it already ties into YouTube and Twitch and various other sites, and there's more to come. Now, check this out, folks. Veracity targets crypto and non-crypto users with easy on-ramp, including credit cards for fiat, as well as VRA, both in VAR wallet and direct fiat credit card users for mass adoption. Let's talk about now the esports. Now we're going to go through Veracity from the esports aspect. We talked about the staking. We talked about watching ads, and you can get paid VRA. The content creators get paid through it. But what about the esports? That's another area that Veracity is really shining. Check this out, folks. Esports viewership versus sports in 2020. There's a lot of buzz around esports these days. Major esports events continue to report a rapid growth all the way until recently. In fact, right now, esports audience growth is looking at $495 million of esports growth in 2020 and estimated by 2023 to be $646 million. So Verasity already is in the esports business. This is big money, but you don't understand. I gave you the smallest number first. I'm going to show you why esports is going to blow up and how Verasity is tied in and set to help you leverage that for your advantage. Check this out. I'm going to go first into the fraud though. What does Verasity solve in the fraud area? How ad fraud can compromise your media spend optimization efforts. This was an article written by Marketing Evolution on February 8th of 2021. And it says right now, ad fraud accounts for 1 out of every $3 spent by digital advertisers. The industry stands to lose $10.9 billion from fraud advertising. Since ad fraud is growing concern among marketers, it's important to understand exactly what it is. On its most basic level, ad fraud is when organizations or agencies pay for advertisement to appear on fraudulent sites, or when data is skewed from advertising initiatives with illegitimate clicks from bots or click farms. Unfortunately, ad fraud is not easy to detect and it's very easily to falsify. This is because online ads are often not directed at a single person, while the expansive nature of the internet makes your target market seem limitless. This means that the fraud doesn't just have immediate financial consequences, it can also hugely be detrimental to the overall online strategy. Folks, that is the problem, that billions of dollars is wasted when a company puts up advertising funds. Imagine you're a small business or a large business and you go online like Facebook or Google and you say, I'm going to put so much money toward advertisements. And you need your products to help people and you're trying to do customer acquisition. And what happens? Well, these bots and click farms click on your ad. And you know what it does? It eats up your revenue, which reduces the amount of your ads. So much so, they said that probably more than 50% of your revenue is lost to bots, not real people. Verasity has solved this problem with their proprietary proof of view. They can look and determine if a bot or a click farm is wasting your money. And you know why that's important? Because companies will pay big money, up to 5 times as much, if they just know that they can get their ads to real people. Why would they do that? Well, they're losing 50% of their profits anyway, so why not pay 5 times more just to ensure that every single one gives an opportunity to get their products and services out there? Now, how does Verasity do this? This is how they do it. They have a U.S. patent. A tweet from Verasity says the United States Patent Office notified Verasity today that the patent number filed for the system and method for proof of view via blockchain is 1095691, expected to be issued on 3/23 of 2021. This is the final step after the allowance was granted. This was posted on March 5th of 2021. And folks, this is what Verasity placed. They put a copy of their patent out there. Now, you know your boy Underdog Crypto wants to make sure that everything is legitimate. And I can't do that unless I check out this information. So I looked into it, and here's the research I found on this patent. Let's see if it was legitimate. Underdog Crypto is checking out the Verasity and their claims to having a patent with the United States Patent Office. So as you see at 10:36 a.m. on March 23rd, 2021, Verasity tweeted out, "Better image of patent award for those of you that want to search it and read it." Well, you know, if you're going to extend an invitation, your boy Underdog Crypto is going to take you up on your offer. So let me show you what I found. I headed over to the USPTO for the United States Patent and Trademark Office to search out to see if Verasity indeed had a patent on this technology that they applied for and were granted. According to the information provided in Veracity's tweet, their patent number was provided as 1095691. So I had to look into this patent to see if everything measured up. And this is what I found. According to the USPTO, this is what was found. The inventors, Robert James Mark Hain, indeed received a patent. This was filed on June 29, 2018. The patent information was verified as correct. And as you can see, Veracity Foundation Company is the assignee of this patent. I searched deeper to see whether U.S. documents were associated with Veracity, and they have other pending patents, and also this information is provided on USPTO website. This is what was claimed in their patent. Number one, a proof of view verification system comprising of proof of view verification model, comprising computer executable code stored in non-volatile memory, a processor, and polarity of computing devices, wherein a proof of view verification module. Number two, the proof of view verification system of claim one, a blockchain. They went all the way through to 14 claims. The background currently views on large platforms are suspect and often faked. Views are predominantly utilized to value and measure traffic on content provider sites, and subsequently their sponsor and revenues are derived from a number of views. If the views are faked, altered, or manipulated, the economics for the content providers is skewed. In particular, Google and Facebook models are dependent on view count, and content providers are entirely compensated on the number of views, even though a large part of the views counted may not have existed. So Veracity did indeed receive this patent. They are the only one in the world who has this particular patent, and they're the only one who can use the proof of view of Veracity's blockchain in order to verify that it's not a robot clicking on advertisements and that people are properly compensated. So there was my research, and let me show you also this documentation that I found. This is the USPTO, United States Patent Trademark Office, an issue of a report. And if you see the star at the top, it says System and Method for the Proof of View Blockchain. And the star at the bottom, it says patent is Robert James Mark Hain. Invention is credited to Robert James Mark Hain. And it gives the same patent number. So this is consistent with also Veracity's trademark number, and that they have an actual patent. No one else will be able to utilize this proof of view method to look at bots online for ad fraud. Only Veracity. And I like being the only one in the space, don't you folks? So that is Veracity, proof that they have a patent. Now I wanted to see what other patents that Robert James Mark Hain, the CEO of Veracity, had. And your boy NON-Crypto found these patents. Robert Hain has the following patents: System and Method for Proof of View of Blockchain, founded on June 29, 2018. This also is another one called Proof of View via Blockchain for providing channel stake marketplaces, and that was filed on the same date. Data Delivery System and Method, and that was filed on May 2nd, 2017. And a solar paver light, that was filed April 18, 2015. Now, why is that important? I think it's always important that you know a little bit about the person who is running a company. It's important to know their successes, their failures, and who they are. Well, this person is super bright, and apparently they have created other patents. Now, let's focus really quickly on this solar paver light. It has nothing to do with Veracity, but what was it? A solar paver light has a housing defined by a bottom panel, side panel, defining the top opening to the housing. So a solar cell and power storage unit are contained within the housing they provide. So what this is this patent that seems unrelated to veracity, because it is those lights that you have in the gardens that lead you down to your garden or through the scenery. That is also accredited to the inventor of veracity's patent on the proof of view. Now, we'll talk about that a little bit later on, but I want to keep that in mind. Now, your boy in our crypto also looked into and found the Ask Me Anything that was done by this person called R.J. Mark, founder of Veracity. And just so you know, I got to put together because a lot of people are confused of why they couldn't find information. Robert James Mark Haynes is the same person as R.J. Mark. There's your first connection that you may not have known. So some of you who have researched who can't find that person, that's why. He doesn't use his full name when he has his social media content. He uses abbreviated names. And that's going to be important because some things I've discovered while looking that up. Let's check this out. Let's look into the Ask Me Anything. This is what he said. I'm a successful entrepreneur in technology. Since 1996, I've been developing software and hardware for a variety of platforms, including PC, Mac, Android, and iOS mobile devices that are still used by a wide variety of users. And I have more than 20 years of experience in management development and release of related well-known products. I've developed a cloud service for online video playback and maintains the quantity of data stream, including low latency, low buffering, and higher quality data streams. I founded a software company that provides a new way of broadcast online and stream video content across multi-user platforms while reducing bandwidth and infrastructure costs. This application can be used for online games as well as any live or VOD streaming media. Now, let's see if what he said is correct. Remember, he said he was a technology specialist and he's been doing it for a while. So let's go back to that patent. I think it's important to look at that solar paper light by Mr. Mark Hain, the inventor. What is this? He said he had a successful company. There you go. That is an example. You see that light here on the ground that's actually built into the ground. This is what he created. He can accredit that to his name. So he is very successful. Not only that, I looked into to see if he was a successful business owner. And if you can see here, Mark Hain, president of Northern Lights Company, he did have a very successful business. This was on landscape and architect, and it shows his invention being used, and he was the president of Northern Lights Company. What else can we find? During the AMA, the latest development status for Veracity. Veracity had a terrific Q1 to start of 2021. It hit all their targets, and they released ESPORTS Fight Club proprietary video player. So I wanted to see, did Veracity hold up to their promises and they meet all of their goals for their roadmap? And let me show you what I found. Veracity 2021 Q1 accomplishments. They did meet each and every goal. Now I highlighted some in particular I want you to pay attention to. The VOD sharing platform for esportsfightclub.com, Veracity proprietary ad stack for VOD, VRA rewards on VOD, live stream viewing for Veracity, Vera Wallet instant stake, Veracity proof of view enabled smart contracts, Veracity proof of view patent was done, the Esports Fight Club for tournaments was added, keynote speech was done at the 2021 Cointelegraph's Global Hot Trend Summit. Veracity met each and everything, even during a pandemic. And not only did they do it, they were successful in a pandemic and they made money for their investors and their company. Now, also, a proprietary stack, which is now complete, integrated with the video player. This was done in the Veracity wallet called the Vera wallet, and that was done successfully as well. Now, The Esports Fight Club, why is that important? I want to bring this to your attention so you understand why the esports audience is important. This is the statistics of esports. Now, 234 million viewers worldwide of esports, and that was in 2021. Now, an additional 240 million esports viewers are individuals who occasionally view esports. See, folks, that's over 664 million people tune into esports. Imagine all these individuals with Verasity being the only person in the business who can allow you to get paid and the content creators to get paid for using the esports platform. The advertisers will use them. That is important. 664 million. And where are they going from there? Well, first, let's talk about what was updated from their U.S. patent. Verasity updated their patent, and they stated that they recently published the international application for POV, which will protect the POV internationally and is mentioned above. Now, this is what changed. They applied for a continuance to original POV patent to include NFTs, and that's you folks. You're that star. I need you to see that. Authentication products are protected in the U.S. and internationally. Now, why is that important? Your boy Underdog Crypto is going to show you why it's important. I want you to check this out, folks. This is why it's important what Verasity is doing. This is the $2.5 million NFT sold for this Twitter CEO. And on March 21st, this 2006, just setting up my Twitter account, the first tweet from the CEO. And the highest offer was from an investor, CEO of Bridge Oracle, for $2.5 million as of Saturday afternoon, according to the research that I found. Now, why is that important? This is why. It's important to understand that Verasity has a way to solve this problem. See, these particular NFTs are prone to scams. And here's one of the scams. Replica stores. The problem with replica stores is well versed in the world of online fraud. Scammers spin up websites that look exactly like original ones and try to trick users to either log in with their credentials or give away their credit card information. So this is one of the scams that happens with NFTs. Fake NFT stores. A variation of a replica NFT stores is the fake NFT stores. These stores might not be using logos and content from legitimate stores, but instead use non-affiliated logos and content to sell NFTs that do not exist. Now, if you see here suspicious domain registrations, March of 2021, over 17,118, a 250% increase over February of 2021. NFT and market registrations, 150, 296% increase over February. NFT and crypto, 148. That's a 321% increase of fraud over the month of February. This is part of the problem. And these spin-ups do phishing and counterfeit pages to get your information. Verasity is going to solve this problem. Counterfeit NFTs or artist impersonation. If you were following NFTs in the recent weeks, you would be aware that Banksy-styled artwork sold on NFT markets for $1 million in crypto. Although I do not want to get into whether that was a copyright or trademark issue, this sets a precursor for what is to come. Counterfeit and real-world inspired artwork content will become a problem shortly. Users need to be careful about what they are buying and bidding. It is difficult to verify the seller on such online marketplaces. Verasity is solving that problem. 4, giveaways and airdrops. Whenever there is crypto, there is a giveaway. Scams. And this is also, we detect thousands of scams every month. They target famous cryptos as well as brands and personalities associated with them in these scams. Scammers target crypto enthusiasts by offering free crypto NFT tokens related to the NFT market. So that is also something Verasity is taking care of. brand impersonation on social media. The crypto community is extremely active on social channels such as Telegram and Discord. On both these channels, scammers set up groups targeting almost all brands in crypto space. Most of these groups claim to be official support or official community of the targeted brand. These groups are used to carry out scams, as we mentioned. Now, here's one called the Rarible.com community. And look at all these different variations of Rarible.com. Which one's the truth? Which one's not? Overall, what is the point? A quick peek into the future. These scams with NFTs will get more complex and sophisticated. Scammers will keep innovating to make sure users fall for these. Not just NFTs. When buying anything online, a buyer needs to be aware of where and to whom they are giving away their credit card and banking information. Folks, that is what Verasity is taking care of. They have a NFT version that they have added to their patent. They updated it. That means that no one else, let's say it one more time, folks, no one else in the market will be able to provide their proof of verification in NFT space but Verasity for over the next 17 to 20 years, folks. Now, that's a pretty good monopoly if you ask me, but that is what they're fighting, and they're already taking care of this. Now, let's look at this, folks. Verasity is aware of the importance of having secure and liquid exchanges, and Verasity has added some new exchanges. As I showed you earlier, they have 15 already, but they delivered on each and every exchange that they said they would in 2021, and they are currently close to finalizing to announcing another one. Where folks, it's not finalizing anymore. They did it, and let me tell you the new exchange that they are going to get on. They already have listed Stealth EX, and that is on June 9th, 2021. And Stealth EX, for those who don't know, has private service providing non-custodial cryptocurrency exchanges. You do not have to create an account or disclose any personal information to use the platform. Moreover, users do not store funds on Stealth EX. It's limitless and friendly. Folks, if you don't know about Stealth EX, your boy Underdog Crypto is just learning it myself, and it looks pretty good. After I checked out the site, you don't have to log in. You can do a swap of your cryptocurrencies. I will do another video about that, but they're on there already. Now we're up to 16. When is that Binance listing going to come, folks? Is it this year? Well, just wait and see, because there's more to come. Check this out. Discrepancies. Folks, I hate to do it, but you can't just receive the good information. In order for me to investigate thoroughly, I have to look at the good and bad, and I provided you. It's not up to me to decide what to tell you. It's up to you to gain this information. And I found discrepancies in the Verasity project. Get mad if you want to, folks, but that is my job. I am going to give you the discrepancies I found, and here they are with Verasity. Verasity. The CEO, the co-founder, geolocated in London. Now, that means that most people would assume that Veracity's in London. Now, this is what I found. Your boy Underdog Crypto did a deep dive into Verasity. And you remember the owner and the person who owns the patents, the same person who goes by the name of RJ, and that is Robert James Mark Haynes. As you can see here, I looked and I found that they have a registration that's active under DEVO Assets Holding Limited. Now, pay attention to that, folks. That's going to be very important later on. Now, as you see at the bottom, it says RAZA Secretarial Limited. Now, RAZA Secretarial Limited, Robert James Haynes, this is Verasity. This is what they're currently under. That is the name of their business. Now, let's go deeper. DEVO Assets Holding, I researched, and their address is in Cyprus, not in London. Cyprus. So their location isn't in London, so you would think that it would be consistent, but it's not. The location they have on their social media page says London. Most people would assume it's London, but the company's in Cyprus. But why? Why isn't that known by most people? I've never seen a video talk about it, but that's what I do. So I looked into DEVO Assets Holding Limited, and this is what I found. I found the address. It is located in Levitas Gallery Tower on the floor. That's the 8th floor. And it's in Cyprus. Now, I also noticed two things. The same director, Robert James Mark Hain, the same inventor of the patents I showed you earlier. But I want you to notice that I also blacked out on the left-hand side that the company had 2 name changes. Now, what is that about? Your boy Underdog Crypto has something in store for you folks. I found some discrepancy, but we're just going to talk about the fact that the company is actually in Cyprus. That is where it's registered, and we're going to talk about that. I went and I researched Cyprus, and I looked on their business records, and I wanted to see if that company was registered there, and it was. I went to that foreign website, and I was able to do research in a different language, and I was able to locate Robert James Mark Haynes, and here we go again, RAZA Secretarial Limited. I found both of them as directors and a secretary of the company DEVO Assets Holding Limited, and that's in Cyprus. And here's RAZA Services. I looked into RAZA Services and I wanted to see what business services they offered. And let me show you what I found. I found the managing director is the attorney Stella Kammitsi. And this attorney sets up different business and legally in Cyprus. Now, they have a lot of accolades to their name, but I want you to notice something they offer very interesting. Now, one of the services they offer is, I underlined in red. I also highlighted the things in green. I want to know what the company could possibly do in Cyprus. And this is what it says. Corporate services, company formation services, that's normal. But number 2, underlined in red with a question mark, is shelf companies. Now, what is a shelf company? Is that a bad thing or a good thing? Now, when I saw that, I wanted to learn more, so I did some investigation and digging. They also do registered addresses, director and nominee services, reserved company names, banking services, establishment of branches in Cyprus. Now, let's talk about that. Shelf company versus a shell company. Are we in trouble, folks? Verasity, DEVO Limited, the holding company for Verasity, the actual business that Robert Haynes owns, the co-founder of Verasity, they went to a place in Cyprus, not in London, and one of the services for corporations is shelf companies. Now, what's the risk and what's the difference between a shelf company and a shell company? Now, we know we've heard of shell companies being a lot of bad news, but is a shelf company the same? Well, your boy Underdog Crypto is here for you folks. I got the answer for you, and I want you to check this out. Here we go. A shelf company, also known as a shelf corporation or ready-made company, blank check company, or AIDS company. In all these cases, you can use company or corporation as a legally registered company that has no activity. Now, as a shelf company can be purchased by people who want to set up a business quickly without having to go through the paperwork. Underlined here, I put on the left-hand side, not to be confused with a shell company, which are typically fictitious entities created for the sole purpose of committing fraud and money laundering. So why do people purchase shelf companies? Here's the reasons why. Save time to avoid red tape. To be able to bid on contracts. In some jurisdictions, businesses can only bid on contracts if they have been in business for a specified length of time. You may be on the verge of signing a contract or deal and need company number to do so rapidly. People in European unions, remember Verasity said it was in London, so let's talk about that, may purchase a ready-made company if they need a VAT number quickly because they are about to import some goods. To attract investors or consumers by showing they have been around for a while to gain access to loans. Now, I'm going to now show you a video about shelf companies, a real short video. I want you to check this out so you can get a gist of what a shelf company is. Here we go.
Traditionally, company formations can take up to 4 weeks to incorporate in Europe, depending on the jurisdiction. But if you buy a ready-made company or shelf company, you can reduce that timetable considerably. Russell Levy is the Managing Director of ReadyMadeCompaniesWorldwide.com and joins me now to tell me a bit more about this whole process. So why should I think about buying a ready-made company rather than perhaps incorporating a new one, for example?
You'd buy a ready-made company if you're just about to sign a contract or a deal, if you need a company number quickly, or if you need a VAT number quickly, because you're just about to import some goods. Also, people will often want a ready-made company if they require a company with trading history. The thing about ready-made companies is the transfer process, depending on jurisdiction, can be quite quick.
Russell Levy from ReadyMadeCompaniesWorldwide.com.
Okay, that was a chef company. Now, what are the advantages? I wanted you to also find out, why would Verasity do this, the CEO? What are the advantages of doing this? Cyprus, let's talk about that. Cyprus is a relatively small country that punches well above the weight. Situated in far eastern Mediterranean, Cyprus takes full advantage of its strategic location between emerging Far Eastern and African markets, and it has a lot of rapid growth. Now, here's the key advantages for crypto businesses in Cyprus. Check it out. One, of the lowest corporate income tax rates in Europe, 12.5%. Two, attractive system of tax incentives for specific types of businesses. Three, full member of the EU, the largest single market in the world. Four, access to international markets through network of trade agreements. Five, tax regime fully compliant with EU and the OECD recommendations. Six, excellent system of education and professional services. 7, advanced communications and transport infrastructure. 8, reliable legal system based on British law. 9, modern financial services section. 10, reasonable regulatory environment. 11, comparatively low cost of doing business. And 12, good climate and inevitable quality of life. This is why Cyprus was used. I'm telling you, I'm liking the Verasity CEO better and better. Not only are they thinking about the bottom line of the company, how to control those capital gains taxes, how to do trade internationally, but they also are leveraging it in the best interest for sustainability for that company. They're thinking outside the box, and that is what we need in the cryptocurrency market to be successful. But I'm not done, because I discovered something else, folks. I'm telling you, folks, there's so much to this project, and I'm just getting started. So let me show you something that you did not know. Check this out, folks. Economy and trade. Cyprus has a diversified, modern, high-income economy dominated by services and light industry. The service sector is strongly represented by tourism, financial services, and fintech, information technology, shipping, and logistics. Business services remain the fastest growing sector of the Cyprus economy. From being among the poorest countries in southern Europe just a couple of decades ago, Republic of Cyprus has more than doubled its GDP per capita within 15 years. Cyprus has no other significant natural wealth. In particular, the island must import much of its food, raw materials, and fuels, equipment, and machinery. This is a vibrant business scene, and Cyprus hosts a strong financial services sector. Now, if you look at the tax advantages, here's some more of the tax advantages for Cyprus. Cyprus supports local entrepreneurs and attracts foreign business through a mix of low tax, generous exemptions, attractive incentives, and reasonable regulation. Now, that's the first start. Check out these. Zero tax on inward and outward dividends, ideal for holding companies. Capital gains, mostly exempt from tax, ideal for investment companies. For business financed by equity, national interest deduction can reduce the effective tax rate as low as 2.5%. Tax incentives for intellectual property business can reduce the effective tax rates as low as 2.5%. No estate taxes. No domiciled countries managed outside of Cyprus are exempt from tax in Cyprus. Foreign exchange differences treated neutrally for tax purposes unless gains achieved as a result of core activity, no immovable property tax. Well, I might want to move to Cyprus myself. That is great. The tax exemptions are leveraged for companies like Verasity to do the most. And that is exactly what they did it for. Now, what about partnerships? I think it's important to know who is Verasity partnering with. Verasity partnerships and their investors is John Capital Partners, North Block Capital, Black Green Capital. All these are some major names, but I want to know more about their partners, so we got to get to the gaming partners. Verasity has gaming partners that we need to look at because that is where the money is, folks. And wait till you see this right here. TENCENT Holdings. Tencent is humongous, billions of dollars in revenue worldwide. They have several huge games, and I will only pick a couple to talk about. But Tencent, this company here, Tencent, you're going to look at this name and recognize what this means. This is one of the largest gaming companies in the world, and I'm going to show you why. The fourth quarter of 2020, Tencent was the highest grossing gaming company worldwide. The company generated approximately $6.7 billion, folks, in gaming revenues during the measured period. No doubt it's the best of the best. Now, this was hashtag VRA, Verasity. This is one of the users. And your boy in our crypto checked them out, and an increase of 25% over the first quarter of 2020. Now, this is a great increase. And as you can see, that they have a profit that was around $34.5 billion increase. Billions, folks. We're not talking about small fries here. Now, this is Tencent company, and here's a view of this company. What will be the next challenge for Chinese internet giant Tencent? This is an article from November 21st, 2017. As one of Chinese internet giants, Tencent Holdings Limited has dominated the domestic market in the past several years by providing huge varieties of online services, crossing from entertainment to payment systems. Especially its mobile chat service, WeChat, currently owns over 930 million active users, and way more now, folks. And most users spend over 4 hours on the WeChat every day. There is no doubt that Tencent has become one of the most valuable companies in the world, with the surging revenue, stock price, and number of active users. And Verasity is partnered with Tencent Holdings. That is huge. And that is in China, folks. Now, let's talk about that. This is what Tencent chairman CEO said. During their first quarter, they delivered solid growth across their business, continuing to enhance their products and services, and it looks bright at opportunities of various verticals to operate, enterprise software and high production value games, and short form video. That's going to be important, folks. They further said, games. We are stepping up our investments in game development, and particular focusing on large-scale, high-production value games. You see that star, folks. When you see that star, you know your boy in our crypto needs you to pay attention to this. We are also investing further in new types of games serving more targeted audiences, building up IP franchises and developing them across media, and investing in advanced technologies for next generation game experiences such as cloud games. Did they say investing in advanced technology? I wonder if Verasity is going to help them with that. Oh, yes, they are. Short form video content. Another star, folks, pay attention. We are now incubating the content ecosystems for video accounts, which connects users in real life content. Verasity, folks, and bridge highly quality content creators and their customers. Verasity, folks. We will provide production and monetization tools. Verasity, folks, to content creators. Optimize social-driven recommendations, enrich knowledge-based content as servers and bandwidth support for video accounts. Through the merger of Tencent Video, we will empower long-form video leveraging our short-form capabilities. Folks. I know you saw that, folks. The largest gaming company in the world with billions of dollars of revenue has got in a partnership with Verasity, and their focus, their innovation and technology will be on games and also monetization of their videos through use of technology, and Verasity is in line to do it. I wonder though, does Verasity have any type of connection further? Why was Verasity picked? Why was Verasity picked? I want you to think about that, folks. What has your boy Underdog Crypto found? Now, their games. They're going to have aggregate games, user agreement, user spending increase year on year despite high base due to stay-at-home impact in the first quarter. They are going to continue to make their games. Now, pay attention to this star, folks. Online advertising. We enhance the transaction capabilities of our advertising properties via linkage and mini programs and upgraded marketing solutions for key industries, including games, retail, and automobile-related verticals, delivering higher sales conversions and return on investment for advertisers. Advertisers' adoption of mini programs as landing pages increased substantially, demonstrating growing recognition. Now, I want you to pay attention to that, folks. The three main things that this giant of a corporation worldwide has done is for short form videos monetization, for gaming platforms and user experience, and online advertising, all of them for Verasity, all of them in line with what Verasity does. And if we look further, their business outlook, they are on the way up. And results that China's internet industry as a whole is undergoing a heavy investment phase. The listed investment portfolio experienced meaningful value appreciation while contributing mixed results to our associate income and certain investees delivering wider associate losses due to their investments in new initiatives such as community group buying activities. So that is important to see. Now, I want to pull out right now, if you see the star, RIOT Games, which is one of the companies that fall under this TENCENT corporation. Now, RIOT Games was founded in 2006 to develop, publish, and support the most player-focused games in the world. League of Legends, the worldwide acclaim. League has gone for the most played PC game in the world, a key driver of explosive growth in esports. Now, they have all these that you can take a look at. Team fight tactics, Legends, and the Valorant, which we'll talk about Valorant in a moment. But I want you to know that they're partnered with Verasity. Furthermore, here's a little bit from the website of RIOT Games. RIOT Games is with Verasity. But that's not all, folks. We got more. Esports Fight Club, a Verasity platform. I want you to check this out. Here's the esports videos on the Esports Fight Club ran by Verasity. See, you can watch all these videos and this content, you get paid. And they are measured up with Verasity. Folks, the hits never stop going, but we're not done. Your boy in our crypto found another connection. RAZER. Their star right there, folks. What is RAZER? Well, check this out, folks. Your boy in our crypto checked out this partnership with RAZER. What is this partnership? RAZER is huge, folks. They make gaming consoles, headsets, keyboards, games for the PlayStation and the Xbox. That's Sony and Microsoft, folks. That's what RAZER does. That is billions of dollars throughout the world. Now, why is that important? Well, RAZER Gold is also used as credit to gamers to buy in-game content, and you get the most bang for your buck. Verasity will be used in the future in Q4 of this year to be with RAZER. That means they're connected to Microsoft and Sony for hardware purchases and in-game content. This is what's happening with RAZER and Verasity. This is humongous, folks. You can't sleep on this. You imagine that is almost a monopoly. There is no one else in the field who can do it But Verasity, they have a monopoly, a patent, and they're going to be utilized in the two largest gaming companies and the hardware companies in the world. So RAZER, as you can see there, is another huge thing. But I'm not done yet, folks. I'm not done. More for you to see. They also have XRIG. Now, XRIG, check this out. Your boy Underdog Crypto checked out XRIG. And this is computer hardware, gaming computers to be specific. And this is high-end equipment for gaming. And Verasity has partnered with XRIG. Now, let's talk about this. Have you noticed that in gaming, custom builds are made all the time for the gaming industry because it is such a lucrative industry to be in? Now, imagine, though, what is the connection with Verasity? Look at all the equipment. It is sold out. Sold out. The gaming computers are sold out. Now, what does that mean? Verasity has a connection with XRIG, and what they're going to do is allow you to use Verasity to purchase hardware and gaming. And that was XRIG. I told you, the Verasity is in line for success. And these are not small partnerships. These are huge. But another one, the 2020 Valorant Challengers game. Now, here's a video, and I want you to look at this video.
My sight, I'm the leader in the original the script. Trapping life, and if I'm losing on controller, I'ma tap X twice. Yeah. Xbox, yeah. She know I never play no games, though. But she calling cause she wanna hit me with that Xbox, yeah. I'm controlling her. The Valorant Championship Tour 2021 partners with Esports Fight Club to upgrade their user experience, including custom rewards. Riot Games has been fully committed to elevating the esports community's experience, further evidenced by the latest endeavor of a partner of Esports Fight Club. Remember, that's ran by Verasity, folks, a worldwide esports and tournament organization platform for the International Valorant Champions Tour. Now, let me tell you what happened with this tour. The first Valorant LAN tournament brings in massive viewership numbers, according to the article on June 2nd, 2021. How massive, you ask? This is how massive. With over 1 million viewers turning in for the thrilling final match. And this started on May 31st, and it ended on June the 1st. And let me show you what happened. They ended with 1.7 viewers tuned in through Twitch and through this platform for this tournament. And let me show you exactly what that means. This is Valorant. And I want you to see May 31st, 2021. If you had Verasity at that day, then your start of this tournament, it was valued at 1438. Now that says 14, folks. That's supposed to be .01438. Now that is 14 cents, but the real number is actually 1.4 cents. So a little bit over a penny. Now check this out. That's May 31st. By June the 1st, the tournament had started. You went up to 259608. That is almost 3 cents, 2/5 of cents. And what does that mean? That if you had gotten VRA before that tournament started, $1,000 worth of VRA on May 31st, your Verasity went up over 80%. You made $804 of profit by June 1st. That is in one day. That is the power of Verasity in this tournament, and it's just getting started, folks. That is amazing. But I want you to know your boy Underdog Crypto is like a pit bull right now, because I was looking at this, and you notice we got China and we have Japan and gaming industry, and they're largest gaming companies in the world. And and instead of being speculative, we see there's some connections. But your boy Underdog Crypto learned something that is not talked about.
Something that you will hear for the first time ever through Underdog Crypto. And check this out, the connections. Wouldn't it be nice if we had a connection with Verasity that ran deep? Well, I think I found a connection that you need to check out and why you need to really look at Verasity as a project that's going to win. Check this out, folks. The China connection to Verasity. Oh, now I am messing up. I got people who are tuning in. What? Underdog Crypto, what are you talking about? The China connection to Verasity? What do you mean? Yes, that's right, folks. Your boy Underdog Crypto. If I don't make any more videos, they got me. Because I found a China connection with Verasity. And no one has talked about it. This is why you want to get in Verasity. What I'm about to tell you shows a direct connection with these companies that puts this particular blockchain at one of the top of my list as a buy right now. Check this out, folks. Do you remember RJ Mark? You remember RJ Mark. RJ Mark was the same individual I discussed who owned over 5 patents. The same person I provided the AMA. But what if I told you that RJ Mark has a connection to China, a direct connection to China, that this individual has in a position that puts Verasity in a great position for profit? If you remember, I showed you this earlier. RJ Mark and their AMA stated that I'm a successful entrepreneur and technologist since 1996. I want you to remember that date as your boy in our crypto takes you on an investigation of RJ Mark and Verasity to see how it's connected. He further states for over 20 years experience in management and development to well-known products. That was kind of a general statement, don't you think? Now, if you look to the right, you see Pacific Finance Investment Limited. Underdog Crypto, what are you talking about? Let me show you what I'm talking about, folks. This company, which has nothing to do with Verasity, right, is in Hong Kong. Your boy in our crypto researched the Chinese databases, the Chinese corporations in a different language, and discovered this company. Now, I put a star by it. This was incorporated on 14th of August, 1987. That's almost 34 years ago, folks. The jurisdiction is Hong Kong. Now, I want to go further. Pacific Finance and Investment Limited. I blew it up so you can see it. Here it is in Hong Kong. I want you to pay attention. Pause it if you want to. See that I'm saying everything is true. Check out what my investigation found. This Pacific Finance in Hong Kong Limited is registered, and here's the address of it, and it still shows consistent with Hong Kong. Now, Underdog Crypto, I'm not getting it. I don't understand where you're trying to connect the China connection. How can you say that Verasity got a shoe-in for making a lot of money with this Chinese connection, with these large corporations? Well, here we go, folks. Here's RJ, again, the founder. Now, look at this Pacific Finance Investment on the left-hand side. Now, I want you to look at the right-hand side. I put 4 stars and I numbered them for you. Notice this, Pacific Finance Investment Limited on the left-hand side. And here's another company called Dings Holding Limited. That's number 1. Number 2 star, it's based in Hong Kong, China. Number 3 star, it says, what? Pacific Finance and Investment. And number 4 star, it was incorporated November 5th of 1997. Now, I'm not trying to make this harder for you folks, but I'm going to go back in time a little bit so we can talk about this China connection so you can see it. Remember what RJ Mark said? He said that since 1996, he's been developing software and hardware for a variety of platforms. And then we see that Pacific Holdings was once called Ding Holdings, and it had a name change, and it was previously known as Ding Holdings. And if you don't believe me, and here it is blown up for you. Here's the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want you to see the date of corporation, 1997. That's a year after he said he went into business. And you say, well, maybe that's a coincidence, Underdog Crypto. There is no coincidence, folks. Check this out. Here's Ding's Holding. Your boy in our crypto dug deep. And I went on the left-hand side. I want you to see this 1, 2, 3, 4. The stars, that is you. You see that it was in Hong Kong, previously known as Pacific Finance and Investment, which was the company I told you about. Now, I want you to move to the right. And you see that company called DEVO Assets Holding Limited? Now, let's start there. Now, look at the bottom right. I put a star in number 1. On September 13th of 2020, that's last year, folks, that Ding Holdings had a name change. Now, I put a box around it, and if you look at the top, the star number 2, the name change was DEVO Assets Holding Limited. Now, we see that Ding's Holdings was previously Pacific Finance, and they had a name change. And here it is blown up for you, folks. Now, check this out. Look at it, folks. Look at the green that I've highlighted in the middle. On September 13, 2020, Ding Holdings had a name change to DEVO Assets Holding. And that happened on December 8th of 2020. So DEVO Asset Holding is owned by the same person that owns Verasity. It's their company. Now, why is that important? Let me put it together, folks. Check this out. Here's RJ Mark. Here is their AMA. They said, I underlined it for you. I put a red star there for you to see. Since 1996, I've been developing software and hardware for a variety of platforms, including PC, Mac, Android, iOS mobile devices that are still used by a wide variety of users. And I have more than 20 years of experience in management development and release of related well-known products. Oh, yes, they do. And if you see my little arrow all the way down at the bottom, I say November 5th, 1997. This is the date it incorporated. And I put a star here, and that Ding Holdings is Pacific. And to blow it up for you to see it, you see, here you got Ding Holdings Corporation, formerly known as Pacific, and Ding Holding was now changed to DEVO, and DEVO is created for Veracity's owner. That is the name of the company. Your boy in our crypto just showed you that from 1997 until present day, that the owner of Veracity, the founder of Veracity, bought Pacific Holdings, and Pacific Holdings' name change was to Ding Holdings, and Ding's Holdings' name changed in 1997 was DEVO, and September 13th, this was a name change, and that is Veracity owner. Folks, this is huge. Why would they do that? Let me tell you why. China Audio, Video, and Digital Publishing Association Gaming Industry, they made an article on 3/9/2021. There's challenges in China. You know, China has been really stopping their whole cryptocurrency thing. You saw what it did to the market. So what are companies doing? Well, let me show you what they're doing. This is as this year, this article was made before the Bitcoin crash. Here's the challenges. China's gaming companies going overseas. Opportunities exist for selling your products and services to Chinese gaming companies looking to go overseas. For example, game localization support, cloud services, hardware and server distribution, talent recruitment, and overseas investment support. Foreign publishers face numerous regulatory challenges to bring in the title China, including a requirement to partner with a local distributor. Tightening the new games approval. China's National Press and Publication Administration has tightened approval of process for new games. The best processing is IP licensing. Now, as we saw, Tencent Holdings said they're going to increase their IP licensing. We found that they're a partner with Veracity. And Veracity just miraculously has all these great connections in China, the largest gaming company in the world. Riot Games, as you saw, partnered with Sony and Microsoft. That's what they're in. And we saw the X-Ring, all the gaming hardware. And we see that the company is in Cyprus instead of London because of taxes. And now we see that Japan and China is all connected, folks. It's all connected because Verasity has a leg in the gaming industry. And this is why you cannot sleep on this project. I told you, folks, I was going to tell you some great things that no one else has told you. So where are we going with the future of Verasity? Here we go. The fourth quarter of 2020, Tencent was the highest grossing gaming company worldwide with $6.7 billion in game revenues. I told you that. This is what's going to happen. Anyone who knows anything about gaming world knows Tencent rules supreme. Verasity, VRA, is legitimate powerhouse with new business pairing. Verasity is with Tencent, who's in China, and China is a company that the owner of Verasity has been owning since 1997, folks. And here we go. What is going to happen in the future? Esports Flight Club, that's owned by Verasity. Proprietary video player, already done. This is already happening. Proof of view smart contracts, already done. Everything in quarter one has already been obtained. This is why that's important, folks. Look at this. 291 million 2024 will be individuals who are occasional viewers of esports worldwide. And if you look at 285 million of 2024, that's the future. That is enthusiasts. Now, if you add those together, folks, we're looking at over what? Almost 600 worldwide on just enthusiasts of esports. But it's not over with, folks. There's more. We got V.A.R rewards that's happening, proprietary video player, proprietary ad stack, proof of view protocol, POV only protocol that's in this place. No one else can do it but Verasity. The Vera wallet for staking. And here's the kicker, folks. NFT has been added to the proof of view for their patent. And that's going to be verified and only Verasity can do it. We're still not done. Underdog Crypto is showing you for quarter two. Player statistics. Let me put it in the stars. That is you. This is the most important thing. Customizable streamer influencers, dedicated pages for esports. They're doing it. Verasity got it done in quarter two. They're going to do that. Branded highlight tournaments for influencers and streamers. More tournaments, more money. Done. Verasity. Additional reward systems and physical prizes tournaments. Veracity's going to be in that. And in-game advertisement and gaming partnerships. Veracity's on top of it. Quarter three, and the very last one, I put a star. I want you to pay attention to it. VRA digital purchase for gaming hardware-enabled partnerships. I showed you X-Rig. I showed you Riot Games. I showed you they were sold out. These are high-end gaming systems. I told you that Tencent is inside of that business. Verasity will allow you to, in the future, by quarter four, you can use VRA to buy in-game content, to buy video content, for watching content, for buying hardware, computers, keyboards. Verasity is doing it, folks. And quarter four, I starred these as well. The most important ones, the NFTs, the patent. Remember, they're patent pending for the NFTs. As an addition to that, no one else can be able to secure them like Verasity. I told you about the problem with the NFTs, and they are going to be on top of that for all NFTs. Esports Fight Club store launches, the store for esports for the gamers in the marketplace. Addition to in-game cosmetic, in-game currencies purchased through the store with VRA. You're going to be able to do in-game purchases. The Vera wallet mobile app is going mobile, folks, and they'll have Verasity on the mobile app. View verification, proof of view already done. And that is going to be also ad fraud detection with proof of view already done. This means money. Now, folks, check this out. In the world, this is a report from 2018. The companies making the most from games is number one, Tencent company, Sony, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Check this out, folks. Remember, I told you, you saw with X-Rig, we saw with RAZER, the hardware companies. You saw that with Riot Games on PlayStation and Xbox. So you already see that Verasity has a partnership, whether it's directly or indirectly, with peripheral devices that you add to the gaming system, in-game content, advertisements, and viewing content for both the viewers and the content creators on the largest platforms. If I'm going to be in business, would you rather be in business with one major company or all of them? No matter how you look at it, Verasity is already leveraged and in a partnership. And I'm telling you, folks, what I saw, even Google is looking at Verasity for the ad content because they have the same issue. People advertising on Google need Verasity because of the bots. So even Google will end up being a part of that. That means Verasity has a monopoly on this space. And it is amazing. Now, why is the gaming so important? Here's the rise of gaming revenue visualized. If you look at this, folks, you can start at the bottom, 1978, $20 billion industry. That's 1978. 1972, continue to go up. 1980s, Pac-Man. 1985, Nintendo. 1989, Nintendo releases the Game Boy. 93, Doom popularizes. 1997, Nokia releases cell phones. And then you got 2000, The Sims was popular. 2004, World of Warcraft. Then you got 2009, Angry Birds. You remember that? 2016, Pokemon Go. Now they got cloud and virtual reality games. And look at the very top right in small letters, 2020. This is $165 billion industry. If you work your way down on this spectrum, you can see on the graph the mobile industry gaming, $85 billion. If you work your way down on that, PC games, $40 billion of that. And consoles, $33 billion. $165 billion market, and Verasity is with all of the major companies, and they still are just talking about the one aspect, the e-games. Not talking about the advertisement, not talking about the content viewing and rewards, just the gaming aspect, billions. And when you add in the ad fraud, you cannot deny Verasity. But you don't believe your boy Underdog Crypto, so let me tell you more. Here's an article. January 2nd, 2021 was when this article released. Video games are bigger industry than movies and North American sports combined thanks to the pandemic. According to this, COVID-19 lockdowns expected to help global gaming sales, and they rose over 20%, nearly $180 billion in 2020. Did I stutter, folks? And experts don't see growth taking a hit in 2021. It's been increasing. And the release of next generation Xboxes and PlayStations. Folks, if you still need more evidence, this is what the research shows. 2019 fuels global surge in video game revenue. Here we go, folks. $179.7 billion, folks, in revenue during 2020 due to COVID-19. Now, what does statistics say about Japan? Here's the statistics. Remember, Verasity is already in that space. Japan has some of the largest gaming views in the world and the tournaments in Japan. And that accounts for 1.5 trillion by 2025, folks. December 7th, 2020, that's when this came out. In 2020, when Verasity had changed, remember, Verasity changed its name, DEVO Holdings, in 2020, December the 9th, 2 days after this, and it said that $1.5 trillion by 2025. $190 billion gaming hardware market by 2023. 190 billions. And here we go for China. China game industry. Opportunities exist for selling products and services to Chinese gaming companies. China's gaming industry revenues are led by mobile games with 32 billion US dollars, while esports are also shows strong revenue generating capabilities of gaining $20.8 billion, generating only 8.5 billion US dollars. As of 2019, United States ranks the second after Japan in exporting games to China. Chinese gaming companies are looking to expand overseas markets. Remember, overseas market, that's why this particular company is in Cyprus, Verasity, and have had some success over the years. Chinese gaming firms' revenue from overseas markets grew 9.5 billion US dollars 2018 to $11.5 billion by 2019 and reached a record high of $15.4 billion in 2020. China gaming revenues, esports alone, $20.8 billion. And overseas market, $15.45 billion. And Verasity has a foot, came from Pacific, which changed their name to Dink, who changed their name to DEVO, which were both in Hong Kong, moved to Cyprus, folks, and the owner had that the whole time while they was in Hong Kong, who stated 1997 they got started, and that's exactly when these corporations in Hong Kong were flourishing. This is the one that you don't want to miss. Folks, going deeper into this project, esports viewership in the sports of 2020. Here we go. Major esports events continue to report steadily rising viewership going into 2021. The exact numbers have become increasingly important for organizations, sponsors, and media to take note. One thing that many esports fans take note of is the viewership when completed to that traditional sporting events. In short, is surprisingly higher. I put 2 stars for you there, folks. I want you to pay attention, folks. In 2020, you can see 495 million viewers in esports. That's money. You got to keep it separate. And 646 million are estimated by 2023. Folks, I don't want to confuse you, but I want to make sure you're separating these things. You got the esports viewership. Verasity will pay the content creators and the viewers for esports. Their own platform. Verasity has their own platform for you to view the esports fight club. They have their tournaments. All these reward the Verasity holders and content creators. They are in the hardware, the software, the in-game purchases. This is huge. This does not have to do with their advertising fraud aspect, which is a patented information so they can look and change out if there's bots. And they're going to get paid. People will pay them huge for that. This doesn't have to do with their NFTs, that they're the only person who can do the NFT verification through the proof of view, which was added to their patent. This has nothing to do with the Vera staking rewards. Folks, do you see why Verasity is leveraged? And almost done, folks. You got to go through this. Here's where Verasity is looking with Tencent. Tencent is in communications, search engine, games, software apps, social media, entertainment platforms, payments, and they are also in e-commerce and portal sites. And ultimately, the things you'll do with Verasity, this is the life cycle of Verasity. Buyers can buy Verasity. Verasity, you can earn money. You can earn more by being an influencer or a gamer. You can benefit from having a Verasity. Subscribers, entry fees into games, they can use Verasity, and the cycle repeats. And folks, here we go. The Verasity 3-year forecast. Your boy in our crypto found a 3-year forecast. Folks, I'm telling you, I'm working hard on the WAR series. I hope that you like this type of content. You won't have to get any new content because I gave you everything here. Look at this, folks. 2021, quarter 3, they're estimated to be $1 million in their revenue. Quarter 4, 2 million, 2.5, a total of 3,709,000 in this quarter. Then you look at 2022, the $10 million, and 2023, $13 million. This is by quarter, folks. Folks, that is it. I've given you the WAR series, the Wealth Analysis Research series, and this is what my conclusion is. You need to check out Verasity. And folks, if you enjoy this information, you know you won't find it anywhere else. I want you to not keep coming back and trying to find new information. I've given you everything. This is evergreen content. It will be good a year from now and good 2 weeks from now because the information is being shown to you. This is the history and the future of where we're going. All the way up into the future years, your boy NON-Crypto steps you through step by step. And at this time, folks, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to consider to like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that you can get the most updated, best research and investigations online. And while you do that and you want to get in contact with folks, this is what you do. You need to consider getting in contact with me. But before you do, Veracity is about to take off. Remember that I'm here to help you. And in the future, I'm going to show you how you use VAR wallet and the VRA staking. I'm going to do a video in the future just for you. And until next time, this has been your boy, Underdog Crypto.
Yeah, I told you we gon' take you to the top. Can't believe that Mr. Wonder Boy to flop. Ay, yeah, never movie shaky, but I pop. Ay, yeah, X's on my line, wanna chop. Ay, yeah, I see big pictures, yours is cropped. Ay, yeah, vision hella clear at the top. Ay, yeah, busy making moves and I can stop. Ay, yeah, make so many moves, it's not pop. Ay, Michael Jackson in the 80s with the pop. Ay, yeah, got to keep it clean, do the mop. Ay, Michael Jackson with the hits, I'm gon' pop. Ay, yeah, I told you we gon' take you to the top. I done dozed off. They tryna hit my line, but the phone's off. I ain't Toby, why they tryna cut my toes off? My arms are always open, now I'm closed off. Now I'm talking to my mama when I'm down. Told me when I'm up, someone would try to pull me down. They love you when you lose and hate when you wearing your crown. I can change the city, man, it's silly in this town. Fuck your feelings if you thirsty by a round. Walk and take a stranger with the kicks is going round. I don't want no beef unless it's coming by the pound. I've been waiting for forever, you can see it in the sounds. Ay, yeah, I told you we gon' take you to the top.